Meeting Jesse and Laura my first day at Stanford made all the difference. We've been playing Gin Rummy since college. It always makes me feel young. We were different but fit like long-lost sisters.
I like Gin Rummy. It was effective at tugging at your heartstrings, like Pixar level effective at tugging at your heartstrings. I was invested in these three friends. When I get old, I hope to have friends like that. The three performers had great chemistry. Uh, I also wanted to shout out the cinematography. That was the other thing. I thought it was warm and dramatic without being depressing. The cinematography and the lighting specifically, like it was warm and like had, contrast and it wasn't bright. I wouldn't say it was bright. All the shots like in the houses and stuff when they're talking and all that. It wasn't bright. It was like sufficiently dramatic, but it also wasn't brooding. And I think it would have been easy to fall into the trap of like, oh, it's a sad story, so let's make it depressing and brooding lighting wise. And I was like, but it seemed like here it was like, no, it reflects also the characters where it's like, no, this is not all doom and gloom. Like they lived their life and like yeah, it's sad, but like, so um yeah, I really want to shout out the cinematography. Overall, great concept, great execution. Well done.
This reviews for Gin Rummy. They this is an adorable and candid get together, and we have an excellent twist as these ladies have a weekly appointment, I think, and then for so many years to play a game. Only this time they have a whole different reason to meet, and it's great casting and performances, great script as well. I enjoyed it a lot. They are fun in this scenario, and I it was just very cool to watch.
This was a little bittersweet. It kind of showed the pains of getting old. One is going to die within a couple of weeks, the other has pancreatic cancer. They all know what's going on, and the other one's clearly starting to deal with dementia and memory loss a little bit. The fact that they made a suicide pact, it really shows their closeness, and one decided she couldn't do it, the one with dementia, saying yeah, she'd try and remember them, but so I was wondering what happened to her dog, because you can't just leave him there. It's really sad. It's just the pains of getting older. It really is. It's something we'll all deal with, but this really put it in a bittersweet way, where it showed a beautiful film of these great friends, these lifelong friends, and now life is ending. It's going to end naturally, so they speed it up a little bit because they don't want to live in pain. It's really quite sad, but so relatable to life, because how many of the elderly wish they could do that and go with loved ones?
Wow, Gin Rummy was a very touching film. I thought it would be a documentary, but it was like a short narrative film, and the film shines when it explores the dynamic between these three ladies, these three women. They are very lovely characters. They have a very lovely dynamic. For the first half of the film, you're just there enjoying the moment with them as you see them dance. I love the scene when they are dancing, matching in the moonlight, because it's a very cool song and it fits perfectly with their dance. It's a very fun moment, and then it gets so serious. Wow, that second part of the film is completely heartbreaking. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful because it explores how a friendship can become even a closer bond than a family, and how these three women face it all of their problems, all the experiences together. It's beautiful and it's inspiring, but that ending quite took me by surprise. I I enjoyed that the fact that, well, the main lady survived, and she came back for her dog, because I was afraid that if she will do what her friends were doing, what will happen with her dog. But I was glad that she came back for her dog. That was a cute, sweet scene. It was a sweet scene. But yeah, I mean, this movie really really touches the fiber, so to speak. It makes you think about life, and it's beautiful. It was very well made in every sense. The performances were very convincing. The production design was gorgeous. And the story is, again, simply moving. I enjoyed this short film very much. And thanks for sharing it.
Gin Rummy is about life and death and having the choice and holding the reins onto how your story is ultimately played out. We have a group of friends who are gathering together as they always have throughout the years. You can see that the bonds between them are very strong and loving and endearing. And so they have these challenges that they vocalize, whether it be early onset dementia, or it be cancer, pancreatic stage 4 cancer, or a disease that's going to make you immobile, right? These challenges that we face as we age and our bodies begin to break and shut down, and having this power and this love and different sorts of things come into play, right? This wanting to be seen in a good image versus being sick. Having this chance to play Gin Rummy every single time that they get together, and you can see that there is a sense of loss of memories and trying to hold on to those memories that we hold on to so dear. And so having this beautiful night together, and it sort of develops into the play of this is how they wanted to end their journeys in this lifetime, and they wanted to do it together. But as we find, sometimes the decisions we make, not everybody follows through with those decisions. And so as someone who has been known to be late, decides to extend their life just a little bit longer to remember her friends and just be present a little bit longer. And so it's really cute in the end of how it plays out. Honestly, there's really good character dynamics between the actors. It's really believable. You really fall into as if they've known each other for a lifetime, and you really feel for these characters. There's a lot of empathetic, sympathetic moments that I feel like can be shared and be relatable between their stories and the stories in the real world.